look at the schematics and the engineering white papers we gathered for today's deep dive, you'll probably notice a pretty massive discrepancy right away.
Yeah, you really will.
I mean,
Yeah.
from the outside, the Fiat 500e just looks like a retro city car, but the blueprint reads like a full-sized electric vehicle.
Right, it's completely unexpected.
Exactly. So our mission today is to, well, look past that undeniable, iconic Italian styling and uncover the hidden engineering that elevates this car far beyond its budget-friendly rivals.
And I think that's a crucial distinction to make because in the ultra-economical microcar market, like think of the base model Spring or the Twingo,
Yeah.
there's this built-in expectation of compromise,
Oh, for sure. Like
Yeah.
you usually expect a really weak motor and just bare bones tech.
Exactly. But the 500D, it's actually built on a dedicated electric platform, and it packs some pretty serious hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has an 87 kilowatt or 118 horsepower synchronous electric motor, and that's paired with a 42 kilowatt hour battery.
Which means it's definitely not just some glorified golf cart in a designer suit.
No, not at all.
I mean, it has 220 newton meters of torque, which, if you're driving it, translates to this surprisingly aggressive punch when you accelerate off the line.
Oh, yeah, it really moves. And
Yeah.
it backs that up with 85 kilowatt DC fast charging.
Wait, 85 kilowatts, so that gets you to, what, an 80% charge in about 35 minutes?
Just about 35 minutes, yeah. Plus, it actually features level 2 autonomy.
Oh, wow.
Right. We aren't just talking about a basic lane departure beep here. The car actively manages steering and acceleration in traffic for you.
Okay, but cramming that much power and processing capability into such a compact frame, that has to introduce a pretty severe engineering challenge, right?
Oh, absolutely. The thermal management required for all that hardware is intense.
Because, I mean, I get that EVs use heat pumps to manage efficiency, but the 500e is tiny. How do you even fit standard bulky radiators for the motor, the battery, and the cabin into a footprint that small?
Well, the short answer is you don't.
You don't.
No. Fiat's engineers actually developed a highly advanced thermal management system. They call it Utempra.
Okay, you temper.
Yeah, and what it does is it consolidates all of those separate cooling loops into a single, highly effective heat exchanger.
Wait, hold on. Consolidating the thermal management sounds great on paper, but if everything routes through just one exchanger, doesn't that create a massive thermal bottleneck?
You would think so, yeah.
Like, how does the system not just completely overheat when you're really pushing the motor?
It manages it by heavily relying on advanced fluid dynamics and miniature valving to constantly redirect the energy.
Oh, I see.
So instead of having 3 separate campfires to say, cook, boil water, and stay warm, Utempra is like building one highly efficient furnace that routes the heat exactly where it's needed, the very second it's needed.
That's incredibly smart.
Yeah, it aggressively scavenges waste heat from the electric motor and actually recycles it to warm up the cabin.
So it's basically taking the traditional EV heat pump concept and miniaturizing it to squeeze out literally every drop of efficiency.
Exactly. And the data shows a massive impact on performance. Like at minus 10 degrees Celsius, a standard configuration without this optimization would get about 117 kilometers of range.
Okay.
But with the Utempra system recycling that motor heat, the range jumps up to almost 140 kilometers.
Wow. That's a big jump. So if you're looking for a daily driver, this means you aren't sacrificing critical range just to stay warm on your morning commute.
Right, you stay warm and you keep your range.
Though, looking at the specs here, heating a coolant fluid first, rather than just blasting air directly over an electric coil, it does mean the cabin warms up slightly slower.
It does, yeah. It actually mimics a traditional gas car where you have to, wait a minute or two for the engine to warm up on a freezing winter morning.
Honestly, that feels like a minor trade-off for gaining miles of extra driving range in freezing conditions. It's just a masterclass in extreme physical optimization.
It really is.
So the thermal system is scavenging waste heat to save the battery.
Did they apply that same, recycling philosophy to the physical build of the car, too? They actually did. And that material engineering innovation is super evident the moment you sit inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the cabin utilizes sustainable materials. Most notably, they integrate reclaimed ocean plastics directly into the interior fabrics.
That is so cool. And I think that really underscores why this car has something extra compared to its rivals. It delivers that unparalleled symbol of Italianness that no competitor can match, but it backs up the style with deep substance.
Yeah, it's not just a pretty face.
Exactly. It quietly optimizes energy, speed, and sustainability completely in the background without overwhelming you with massive data screens.
It just proves that a compact, stylish design doesn't require compromising on advanced technology. The true advantage is the hidden brain running the whole machine.
Which leaves you with a pretty interesting question, actually. If a tiny city car can successfully recycle its own waste heat and pull plastic out of the ocean to run more efficiently, shouldn't we demand that level of closed-loop engineering in all of our daily technology?
That's a great point.
Right. Like, why isn't my laptop recycling its own heat right now to save battery? Definitely something to think about next time you see a small car effortlessly keeping pace in city traffic. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.